Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be making these roast beef sliders, and I'm going to be showing you guys how I cut my hair and style it. We're going to start today's video with our sliders. So first up is going to be this chuck roast. I'm going to rinse it and throw it in the crock pot. Then we've got some ranch. It takes 1 packet of ranch. I've just got the big container, so I'm going to pour some in here, just eyeball it. Then a packet of brown gravy mix. And some pepperoncinis. I'm pouring some of the juice and gonna put a few of the pepperoncinis themselves in the pot as well. Now the recipe also calls for a stick of butter, but I forgot that, you guys, but it honestly did not need it. Tasted fine. Now I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight so that in the morning before I leave for work I can put it on to going so that it'll be ready when we get home to make these sliders. We're going to put it on low for 8 hours. Now when it's done, we're going to stir it all together, and I'm going to drain the meat in a colander over the crock pot to get all of that grease and excess oil off before placing it on the bread. Now we're going to slice our bread in half and place the cheese on before we put the meat. I used a pack and a half of the provolone cheese. Our meat is drained and ready to put on top of the cheese. This was just right. We had just enough meat to spread evenly across the buns. It worked perfect. There was several fatty pieces in this roast, so I carefully picked all that out. Nothing worse than taking a bite of a sandwich and getting a chunk of fat. Guys, ugh. So I did carefully remove all of that before placing it on. Now we're going to top it off with another layer of cheese. We're going to put our top layer of bread on top and spread some melted butter on top. I'm going to bake this in the oven on 400. I'm not even sure how long I baked this. I just baked it until it looked nice golden brown on top. I ended up adding some parsley flakes on top just because it makes it look pretty. They turned out really great though. Okay, y'all, so I've told you before that I do not like to get my hair and nails and stuff done at a salon. I like to do it myself. My hair is in desperate need of a trim, and the last time that I cut layers in it, I did it myself, and I was very happy with the turnout. I've went to salons in the past, and I've tried to get the layers that I want, but I'm never satisfied with how it turns out. I will take a picture. I'm never leave happy. So And I have not been brave enough to do it myself until here recently. This will be my second time doing it. My layers are getting long and shaggy. My hair is also dirty, guys, so please forgive the oiliness. This is definitely a trust the process, and if you are OCD, this video is not for you. It's so imperfect. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you try it. So this is going to be the butterfly cut. You can look on TikTok and see people doing it all over with the ponytail method. But majority of them do it with just 2 sections. I did it with 3 last time because my hair is thicker and I felt like there was too much cut off the front. So I'm going to try 4 sections this time and see how it does. Parting it in half, starting at the ear to the crown. And then I'm going to part my back half first into 2 sections. It's not going to be perfect. Mine is not perfect. If you want your lines to be better than mine, you can use a parting comb. And I have one somewhere, but I didn't use it. I don't feel like it was necessary. It's funny because every time I do my hair myself, the person that comes to mind is Dolly Parton from the movie Still Magnolias, where she says, "Don't ever trust a woman who does her hair herself. It's just unnatural." Sorry, Dolly. But I like to do it myself. And of course, we're going to part the front half and half also. Now, when pulling these back, I'm getting these as smooth and as tight as possible also, guys, so we can get an even cut on the hair. Alright, so we got our 4 sections. Now you're going to pull each section down below your chin, measuring where you want your layers to be. The one in the front, of course, is going to be the ones framing your face. So I want mine to be under my chin, about 2 inches. I'm going to use these little rubber bands to mark and guide my cut with length. I'm going to do this in each section. I'm going to pull that rubber band down to where I want my cut to be, so I'm sure to not go above it or cut too short. And every section you're going to pull forward, and it needs to be cut at the same length as the section in front of it. I'm honestly not sure how this works, but it works, guys. So I'm going to pull that down until it's even to the one in front of it. I'm not going to have to cut that much off because I've already got this hairstyle. I just need a trim. So the first time you do it, it was a lot scarier because I was cutting off more chunks of hair to get these layers. And it is scary. You got to trust the process and do it. Work up the courage. I'm so glad that I did. I've never been more happy with my hair. Now, I recommend using scissors that are made to cut hair, but I could not find ours, so I just used what we had. If you're going to do this for the first time, do not use what I'm using. It made it a lot harder to cut. But it's late, and I'm ready to get this done, so let's get started. Cutting my first layer. I had a few straggler pieces here that was too short to make a layer, so I just cut them separately, fanning them upward. Then we're going to cut our other sections just like the first, right under the rubber band, making sure that it's even. If it doesn't come out perfect, it's okay. Mine's not perfect. You can't tell, it's fine. Okay, now we're going to cut upward in each section to make them look less fresh cut. Just cutting upward with the scissors. You can kind of see the difference that it makes here. Just less choppy looking. Now my back layer, y'all, I'm not pulling forward and cutting like the other three. I want to keep my length, so I'm just pulling it around and using the same method, cutting upward. I'm going to just trim the ends. This will just take care of the dead ends. Now, when I take my rubber bands out, each section, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut upward again, just making sure they do not look choppy. Alright, and this is the finished product. Pretty good. I'm not a professional, guys. By no means. I do not claim to be. This just works for me. It's my second time doing it. This probably makes professionals cringe, actually, but it works for me. I'm about to curl it for you guys so you can actually see the layers and what it does. This is 2 days later. My hair's been washed. It's been up in a bun all day. But I'm going to curl it for you guys so that I can show you the layers better. thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe so you don't miss a thing, and hit that notification bell. See you again next time.